go. Come on, something. Come on.
Swing and a miss.
There's a lot of spunk.
Don't throw it wide.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Unbelievable.
"17 teams stepped into Super Mega Baseball's finest development league for the chance to make their name this season. Only 4 remain. AAA's last players standing, having endured the rigors of the regular season, are poised now with a chance to achieve true glory. A Super Mega competition unlike any other, a World Series berth on the line. Get loud! This is the AAA semifinals!
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another production of the Cross-Platform Baseball League. Tonight we have for you our AAA semifinals starting off. And with me in the booth, my name is Dwayne. I'm a commissioner of this league. And with me in the booth, a fellow league office member, a league veteran, former champion in Season 6. I have with me Finite Provision. Welcome back to the booth. Finite, how you feeling?
Dwayne, it's great to be here. We had a hot night of baseball last night. I think we're going to have a pretty good night tonight, too.
Yeah, indeed we did. We had a really extremely satisfying end of the series between Luke Archer and Ashnod's Coupon last night in the XBL semifinals, going 7 games with Luke pulling off the upset and clinching a World Series berth. And now that the XBL World Series between the Beaky Bay Birdies and their manager Floribel and Luke Archer and his respective Milwaukee Mallards is set, we have our AAA semifinals kicking off this week, and tonight we will have the Charlotte Delivery Boys headed by McDonut versus Philliesrock and his Yucca Valley Yellowfins, number 4 versus number 1. It should be very exciting. What do you think about this matchup, Finite?
Well, I think it's going to be a great matchup, specifically at the dish. These two are great hitters. They've had great seasons. The Delivery Boys are making a huge splash in their first season in AAA. And Phillies, got to think, maybe this is his season. I think he can do something special here.
Absolutely. That definitely brings us to our series preview, where it is the Rookie of the Year versus the Long Ballo winner. And not just the Long Ballo winner in Philliesrock. He's an XBL veteran. He played back with us in Seasons 5 and 7, and then came back in Season 8 as well, and joined in the AAA. So his 3rd season in AAA, he won back-to-back Most Improved Players, and then a Long Ballo went in his 3rd season in the AAA. So a lot of hardware for him, and he established himself really well as the number 1 seed. But McDonut won Rookie of the Year for the reason, I think, and he has a very strong offense. And that's where it leads into that bat-first competitor key right there for the series as well. These two are extremely heavy hitters, like you brought up, and I think you have a little bit more to add to that, right, Finite?
That's right, Dwayne. Look, it's obvious. These two can hit. Donut is averaging 13 hits a game. Phillies is averaging about 14.5. They each have over 1.5 homers per game, which is pretty good. We know they can score runs, but what I'm going to look at tonight is to see who can strand runners. We know they're going to get some on, but who can pitch out of those jams? They have similar run conversion rates. The Delivery Boys have about 35%, and the Yellowfins about 38%. But in terms of left on base percentage from pitching, Phillies has the edge so far this season. He has an 82% left on base percentage compared to 66 for the Delivery Boys. And I think the key is going to be who can strand runners, who can limit the damage once the bats get hot.
Absolutely. There's some great points to bring up. It's going to be about leaving those runners on base, and then for the other player, probably setting the table and bringing those guys across. So without further ado, we're going to get games 1 and 2 underway for you and let the players know we're ready to roll. So hang tight. We'll see you guys in just a few moments. All right, everybody, welcome back. We are heading into Apple Field, the home of the Yucca Valley Yellowfins, for game number 1 between them and the Charlotte Delivery Boys. Should be very, very exciting as we start off this AAA semi-final. Game number 1. Leading off will be Spicy Jalapeno for the Delivery Boys.
That's right. Dwayne, you see a lot of yellow in the stands. Yellowfins have the home crowd behind them. Let's see what they can do.
First 2 pitches, 2 quick strikes. First one was fouled away, and then looking for Spicy Jalapeno. He swings at the third pitch of the game, and it sneaks under the glove of the second baseman. That'll be a leadoff single here for the Delivery Boys. A good start to the semifinal. And the right fielder, Aaron Chovias, will step in.
That's that hot start. Let's see if Phillies can pitch around it.
A ton of speed over at first base. Dunk Downs getting the game 1 nod for the Yellowfins. Not a lot of velo, not a lot of junk, but a good amount of accuracy. The runner will go, and without a throw, will be safe at second base. So a runner now in scoring position, looking good for Anchovies, a 2-2 count. Count runs full now as that ball is just outside. And Anchovies slaps that one to the right side. It's off the glove of the diving second baseman, and that'll bring the run across for sure. Not the start that the Yellowfin want.
How big was that steal? Donut gets a free second base, and he uses it very next pitch.
Yeah, we talked about how these two are heavy hitters, but that's manufacturing a little bit of small ball there to start things off. Brings up ground beef with his inside pitch trait, the catcher for it, the Delivery Boys. First 4 pitches of the at-bat, leave it at a 3-1 count for ground beef. Looking favorable. And that curveball is going to miss way high, so a walk as the Delivery Boys continue to get runners on base. Philliesrock looking for an out here.
Right, that's not a great start from him on the mound. You've got to be wondering what he's thinking now. He's already given up a run, 2 runners on, and still no outs here in the first.
Yeah, 14 pitches, and Dunk Downs is tense. It'll be interesting to see how Phillies approaches this, as Ian Sausage, with his low pitch trade, he's had a lot of success in the regular season, is going to now have a shot here in the playoffs to maybe break things open early for the Delivery Boys, the underdog in this set. Phillies taking a moment, perhaps experiencing a bit of lag or something like that. We'll see what happens after this pause. Players both taking a minute. Let's see now if we have a pitch here from Philliesrock. Here comes one. Fastball paints the high outside corner, so a strike to Ian Sausage. I believe the delay is over. And 2 quick pitches now. Ian Sausage is behind in the count. Phillies utilizing that fastball early. That one misses inside. Ooh, Ian Sausage rips one just foul. A little bit early on that swing. But he takes a heater right down the middle, and there's a big first out for the Yellowfin.
Right, Phillies came out of that pause firing, using the fastballs, painting the corners, trying to get that location. Went up early 0-2 and gets the strikeout.
We'll see now Delivery Boys taking a moment here as well. Let me make sure we have everything for the players going okay. Looks like we did have a little bit of lag going around from Phillies, but he should be straightened out.
Right, I hope so. I think that if both of these players are firing on all cylinders, we're going to be in for a good series, and hope that can get all worked out.
So 2 runners on for the Delivery Boys. 1 out now in the top of the first. They've already scored 1 run, and that one is crushed.
Oh, that is deep.
Middle in. See you later. That has some distance. 3-run shot for the Delivery Boys.
What a start from Donut, and still only 1 out in the inning. He just takes that one to left field. Slices 9th RBI here. What a great way to start the game.
Yeah, huge 4-run spot put up in the top of the first inning by the Charlotte Delivery Boys. Philliesrock needs to find a way to get some outs and get himself to the plate, because we spoke in the pregame about how both these players have such a strong potential at the plate to just score at any time.
Right, it is definitely not over no matter how many runs Donut scores here.
That was a nice piece
Phillies
by
are still in the
McDonut,
game.
as that one sneaks its way down the left field line. He's got some good speed, and he'll get to second base with a 1-out double.
Right, he definitely doesn't want to stop here. He's gotten those runs, put the pressure on. I think he's going to go for as many as he can here in the top of the first.
That brings up Bell Pepper. Looking to get that runner in from second base. Takes a strike. The count's now 2-1. That curveball slapped to the right side. It's through the hole. Should not be a challenge from McDonut, and it's not. But runners are at first and third. Things continue to look good for the delivery boys. That one is shot right up the middle on the first pitch. I didn't even get to read the name of that batter before McDonut was swinging away and heading on down the line. So he's got 2 runners on. Another run crosses the plate, and the score is 5-0.
He just keeps getting those runners on. Apart from that homer, I think it's all been singles. He's coming out swinging.
The pitcher there, Bacon Bits, appears at the plate before he gets an appearance on the mound. He swings at the first pitch and lifts it to center field for out number 2. So Phillies rock one step closer, but the delivery boys have batted around here in the first. That one's hit hard but foul by Spicy Jalapeno, the leadoff hitter, who got things started with a hit earlier and then stole second base. That one's hit through the right side again, and that'll be Jalapeno reaching first base. That'll load the bases.
That's just one more slapped single right through that second base hole. He's loving that spot so far.
Indeed he is. He's been hitting the ball very well to the right side, but thankfully now Phillies rock out of that inning, but not before a 5 spot has put up 7 hits for the delivery boys. Now he's going to have to
that is
pitching with Bacon
just
Bits.
about as good of a start as you can hope for. He's definitely got to be feeling it, try to carry that momentum.
That one is crushed though on the first pitch by Phillies rock. He's not going to go quietly. Thinking about challenging for third base, but it's easy with a stand-up double to start things off for the Yellowfins here in the semifinal. He's got a bit of a mountain to climb at 5-0, but it's not beyond him to put up a big spot himself. Here's Salvador Patel, the longtime center fielder for the Yellowfin. That one's hit hard and over the center fielder's head. That'll be the first run across for the Yellowfin. Patel with good speed is going to challenge for third, so a double and then a triple to follow up the disastrous inning for Yucca Valley.
The delivery boys got on the board with those singles, had a lot of singles put runners on base. Phillies has 2 extra base hits through 2 batters. Could be the start of the slugfest.
Yeah, it might have all the makings of a good slugfest indeed. Both these players looking to find the plate with their starters. That ball is hit hard. It's deep to right. Will it have the distance? It's high. Back is Anchovy. She jumps and it's into the first row. A home run for the Yellowfin. And that brings him one step closer. Look at that moonshot.
Oh, man.
2-run
Crawford
shot.
goes deep. I think, Dwayne, we mentioned it, the offense. Phillies, Donut, they're going to give us a show.
Indeed, 8 runs here in the first inning combined from both these players. McDonut himself having trouble finding an out as that one is slapped to the opposite field. That'll be a single to follow up the 2-run homer for Phillies rock. Things are looking good now as he's got a 2-run deficit to make up. A lot better than the 5 to start the inning. Another pitch is hit hard. Jalapeno snatches it out of the air. Line out for out number 1.
All right, that's only the first out, so one bad grounder, and Donut could escape.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be looking to escape with the lead intact here. Bacon Bits is tense as well. After 11 pitches, Phillies rock doing his work early in the count. Behind in the count is Bacon Bits 3-0 to Cole Villarreal. Villarreal takes a pitch. Here comes a wild one, and that'll be a walk. So things getting tougher for McDonut. Brings up Orville Frigate. A lot of power here on this first baseman for the Yellowfin. Good pitch there from McDonut. Brings it to a 1-1 count. Frigate takes a strike. Now it's 1-2. Swinging at the changeup. There's a big strikeout for the delivery boys. 2 outs.
That's a good pitch. Breaking low and in. Gets the batter. 2 outs now.
You can see both these players with not a lot of velo on their Game 1 starters. Perhaps that has something to do with the high-scoring nature of the game we've seen so far. That one, though, is lifted to center field, and McDonut will indeed escape the inning with the lead intact, but through one, it's 5-3.
And that's a good job from Donut to get out of there with the lead. Phillies obviously responded, but it's just so important to keep that 2-run cushion and try to add to it here.
Yeah, both these players have proven now immediately that they're just not to be taken lightly at the plate. They have an ability to crush the ball, and that one is not missed by McDonut to left center field. See you later, a solo shot. 6-3 delivery, boys.
Wow. I mean, it looks like he saw Phillies coming and he said, you know what? I got to answer here. He's going to try to keep that lead and just push it. I like what we're seeing so far.
Ground beef with a big home run to add to the lead, and now Ian Sausage has his shot. He swings a bit underneath that one. It's lifted just in front of the mound, and Downs will be able to collect it even though he's rattled for out number 1. Here's Anita Slice. Contact versus righties is engaged. Good pitch from Phillies Rock there. Brings him into the count at 2-1, but then Anita Slice swings at it, sends it right up the middle. Good piece of hitting from the delivery boys again. And Matzi Cheese, the shortstop, will have a shot. Swings at the first pitch, it's foul. Goes for the bunt. That one's lifted in the air, and Dismal with the diving play. McDonut with the awareness to send the runner back in time, but that could have been a disastrous double play.
Right. If he got caught there, that kind of could have killed that momentum he got after the home run. But with the 7 batter up, let's see if he can try to keep it going.
What a play there from the catcher for the Yellowfin. And that one is lined on a 2-1 count over to Villarreal, so that'll end the inning. Phillies Rock escapes it with just the 1 run given up on the solo shot. Now another chance to hit. 6-3 in favor of Charlotte. Two pitches, 2 balls here. The pitcher dunked Downs. Bacon Bits needs to find the zone, and he can't. He's behind 3-0. And he walks the rattled pitcher on 4 pitches. That'll do Downs a favor, heading back to the mound a little bit at least on the mojo scale. And the leadoff hitter for the Yucca Valley Elephants slaps that one hard. A lot of exit velo, but Ham Slice able to make the catch and left. Both these players hitting the ball extremely hard here to start the semifinal off. Here's Patel again. He got that triple in the first, and he sends one up the chute. So that'll be a 1-out single here for the Yellowfin. 2 runners on, 1 out for Jack Crawford. Takes a fastball high and inside, strike 1. Both these pitchers moving quickly. Change up inside. Phillies Rock very early on it. Ian Sausage might have a play on it behind first. Ooh, and he just misplays it. It's behind him. It drops. And Phillies Rock with another chance. Count is 1-2. Crawford swings at it. Ian Sausage dives. Makes the play. Doesn't send the ball to second base, but makes the out at first. So runners at second and third now.
You know, he got the out, but still, there's still an out to go. 2 runners in scoring position. Wonder if he could have turned it.
I think perhaps he might have had the time to turn one there, but Mercy Strong is now behind in the count. 2 quick strikes from Bacon Bits, and McDonut just a strike away from seeing his way out of this bit of a jam here. But now 2 straight balls brings the count even, 2-2. Mercy Strong waits for the pitch. It's a bit inside. She swings at it anyway. Hits it hard. But Spicy Jalapeno makes the play at second base. Sends it to first, out number 3, and we'll head to the top of the third. No runs there from the Yellowfin. It's 6-3.
And, you know, Donut has escaped there unscathed, but what I want to see him do here, he has 9 hits, 2 home runs, and I think the rest have been singles. They've both obviously been hitting the ball very hard, but I wonder if he's going to try to produce some power and put runners in scoring position.
It's up to Ham Slice here to start off the third inning. He's got a full count to work with. Dunk Downs back to tense from rattled. Or maybe he was never rattled. Either way, he paints one there. 94-mile-an-hour heater just over the outside corner of the plate, and a big strikeout. Out number 1. Here's Bacon Bits, the pitcher. Second at-bat of the ball game for Bits. Swings a bit late. He's behind in the count, 0-2. Ooh, and that one inside. Bacon Bits not able to catch up to it. Another strikeout here for Phillies Rock. He's got himself 2 quick outs in the 3rd. Here's Spicy Jalapeno, the leadoff hitter, who's already locked in here in the 3rd inning. A lot of speed, a lot of contact. Dunk down, 69 pitches. But he paints one there. 3 beautiful strikeouts from Phillies Rock to get through the top of the 3rd. We head to the bottom half. 6-3.
And that's just a great job from Phillies. I think that first strikeout was really key. Get the first man out, have the pitcher spot up. Little bit of demoralizing with the strikeout looking. That was a great comeback from Phillies on the mound. Oh!
And McDonut's pitcher, Bacon Bits, takes one off the chin there at first base. He is in extreme pain, and we'll see how McDonut chooses to play this. I believe he can bring in a starting pitcher at this time, but he might go with one of his non-tense relievers and just sort of roll through it.
And he does have a couple strong relievers there. I think that if he's going to bring in a reliever, then he's going to have to try to limit the pitch count because Phillies can hit. If Phillies drives that count up, gets past this strong reliever, Parmesan, it could be a long game for the Delivery Boys bullpen.
Absolutely. It's going to be all about location, 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 I think, with these relievers trying to get outs on good strikes. But we will see Parmesan enter the game. And that 100-mile-an-hour heater was wild, but Phillies Rock can't quite catch up with it. It's behind in the count with Cole Villarreal. Ball misses low. That one's inside. Phillies Rock swings anyway. Should be a double play ball, and it is. Nicely turned there, 4-6-3 for the Delivery Boys. And after the disastrous start to the inning, he's got himself a couple of outs. Brings up Orville Frigate for his second at-bat of the game. Parmesan just pumping fastballs in there. K-Dud does engage, though, with 2 strikes. The screwball lifted, ham slice. Does he have enough speed to get there? No, the ball falls right in front of him there for a 2-out single.
That's a tough break for Donut. That ball was so close. It's just going to extend the inning. 8-hitter up now. We'll see what Phillies can do here.
Here's the catcher, Carno Dismal. Batting 154 in the playoffs, but Phillies Rock liable at any moment to hit the ball hard with one of his players, but that 98-mile-an-hour heater swung at and missed. We're out number 3, so a scoreless inning there for the Delivery Boys after Bacon Bits takes one to the forehead. We head to the top of the 4th. That one's hit over second base on the first pitch there by McDonut, and it's a leadoff single.
That's a great comeback for Donut. He got those 3 quick outs despite that little single to the left. Now he's got the leadoff man on.
Ooh, and he throws it away. He had the leadoff man on for just a moment.
That's right.
But yeah, it's a bit of a bad jump there, and a good throw from the catcher results in out number 1. Then a quick strikeout for Downs. Things looking a little bit better for Phillies Rock on the mound after the initial hiccups. That one is crushed. Deep to right. Ian Sausage might have himself a dinger. That one lands into the first row again. The Delivery Boys showing off the power. It's 7-3.
That's 3 home runs so far, and they've all been well hit on some decent pitches. I think that Donut is doing a great job of punishing Phillies' mistakes and really getting to him here.
We see Downs still in the game at 77 pitches now in the 4th. You have to think that, you know, what does he need? A hit to the forehead to get Phillies Rock to consider taking him out of this game? Either way.
Right, and I think his spot may be up next, so Phillies might be trying to just get through one more batter, and it looks like he will. I wonder if he'll take him out here as his pitcher comes up to hit.
Indeed, that is a good point, and he probably will pull Downs here. Let's see if he does it. A solo shot for the Delivery Boys brings it to 7-3. Not the worst result for Phillies Rock, though, in that inning, considering he was planning on taking Downs out. We see Selena Gonzalez get the pinch hit opportunity here. Two quick strikes to the pinch hitter for Parmesan. K-Dot initiates again. Ball misses inside, counts even. Two-seamer misses high, and now it is full. She will now have composed engage. little bit of extra accuracy. Ball's hit hard over to short. Monty Cheese throws it to first base for out number 1.
That's honestly, I think it's an okay at bat from Phillies because he worked it back to 3-ball count after that 0-2 start. Donut definitely wants to limit his pitch count now that he goes to the bullpen, but Phillies did a good job battling there.
Good screwball there for strike 1. Count is 2-1 there to Justin Shavewell. Tough out engages now as the count is evened up. Pam's pitch misses low. Counts full, composed. 3 traits engaged between the 2 players. That one's hit hard to center field. Bell Pepper's not going to be able to catch it. Lands in front of her. So 1-out single for the Yellowfin. Brings up Salvador Patel, the dangerous center fielder, number 2 hitter in this lineup. It's already 2 for 2, and that one's hit to third. It's going to get down the line. Will Salvador Patel have himself a double in this game? He will, and he's a home run away from the cycle here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Here's Jack Crawford, the shortstop, power versus righties, with 2 runners on, 1 out, both in scoring position. Ball's hit to left, ham slice, gets back there. It should be a sacrifice fly opportunity though for the Yellowfin. They will get the run across and creep a bit closer. 7-4 now is the score.
And that's just a good job of Phillies situational hitting, putting that ball in the air, getting it in the outfield. I mean, he loses an out, but he gets a run.
That one's hit hard to center field, but Bell Pepper enough speed to get back there and collect it for out number 3. But creeping back into it is Philliesrock. He takes that 1 run back that he gave up in the 4th. And we have a 3-run ball game again, heading into the 5th inning. Monty Cheese, the shortstop, leading off for Charlotte Delivery Boys. That one's hit to left. Good opposite field single for McDonut to start things off. The leadoff hitter on once again for this number 4 seeded club. Here's Bell Pepper, that center fielder, who made the last out of the inning. Ooh, and the runner goes. He might be caught between first and second base, but now it's a bit of a pickle. Let's see how Phillies plays this. The runner slowing down. He's just going to let him tire himself out there. A little bit of Ole. Let's get the ball a bit closer. Here's the center fielder, Patel. Will he catch him? No, he will not. He will choose to throw it to Blunder Robinson. A bit of chicken going on here. And eventually the out made
there he goes.
As 3 or 4 players stand there and watch behind second base. That's pretty
And he
funny.
finally gets him. I think that's the 2nd or 3rd runner Donuts had caught on the base paths. I mean, in a game where your opponent can score as much as you can, I think Donuts going to have to try to limit those unnecessary outs.
Absolutely. He's got to stop throwing those runners away on the base paths, indeed. But we'll see how he chooses to play it. He does have a lot of speed in his lineup. It's all about when you get those jumps. Either way, ham slice. Now has a chance. 2 quick strikes. He's behind in the count. Ball's hit right up the middle, though. Good piece of hitting from McDonut. 2-out single.
Now batting the pitcher, number 26.
I wonder if he's going to leave Ajan in here. She's been good so far, only giving up 1 run in a few innings. Pitches only at 30, starting to lose stamina, and there she goes. Stuffed crust into hit.
Yeah, perhaps thinking the philosophy of just more runs is more important than getting another stretch out of that reliever, but that one's lifted behind shortstop. Should be able to be collected there for Philliesrock by Crawford, and it is for out number 3. So let's see who comes out of the pen here in the 5th for Charlotte.
The pinch hit doesn't pay off. I wonder if now that he's only down to 3 relievers who aren't quite as strong, if he's going to try to keep, attacking the zone, keeping their pitch count low like he did with Rajan.
Yeah, we see Pineapple getting his chance in the game. First appearance in this semifinal for him in game number 1. 4-seam cutter and curveball. Got a lot of velocity. That one is hit hard over to second base. Jalapeno is able to snatch that up and send it over to first base for out number 1. And it brings up Orville Frigate. First pitch misses for ball number 1, and then that curveball just painting there evens it up. Pineapple's next pitch. A heater high. It's slapped hard over to Jalapeno again. He makes the play on the liner for out number 3. So we head to the top of the 6th inning. Here comes Spicy Jalapeno to the plate.
And I think that was a really good job by Apple. Only 8 pitches, 6 of them strikes, 3 outs. That's about as efficient as you can be.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially after the starter injury. McDonut choosing to dip into his bullpen early there. Had the opportunity to pull a starter as or pull his lowest grade starter, I believe, and put him in the game because the starter was injured in the 3rd inning. But that strong bullpen showing its stuff. Now Phillies Rock gets himself a strikeout to lead or start off inning number 6. Anchovy's batting .522 in the playoffs, and you can see her getting on base again. Good piece of hitting, sends it right up the middle. 1-out single for Charlotte Delivery Boys.
That's another single from Donut. I've been impressed. He's just putting runners on base, and I mean, when you put the ball in play, good things happen, and good things have happened so far for Donut.
Yeah, he's absolutely been setting the table to start this series. Ground beef already with a homer, and this one has a shot. The catcher. Ooh, and that off-speed pitch threw him off a hair, and a great strikeout. Good sequencing from Phillies Rock with his relief pitcher, Rowan Botham. And now he has 2 outs here against Ann Sausage. Ian also with a homer in this one. Looks at one. Low in the zone for strike 1. Now he's got himself a hitter's count. That hitter's count runs full. Tough out, engages, and it misses just high. Good eye from McDonut to work a walk with Ian Sausage there. Ooh, that one right down the middle. Strike 1 to Anita Slice. That one missing inside. Did he swing at that? Pardon me for a moment.
I think he might have.
I think I had it. I don't know if I'm just seeing things. Either way, he hits it hard to center field. Patel with enough speed to get there. That one lined out for out number 3, and we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Still a 3-run deficit here for Phillies Rock. Let's see if he can crawl back into this one. Plenty of.
He's done a good job of limiting the runs for Delivery Boys after that 1st inning, but I mean, he's got to start clawing his way back in. Oh man.
Yeah, it's a tough break there for McDonut as he lets that ball fall in front of Anchovies. I think just a bit deceptive maybe was that fly out. The 8-hole hitter gets on for Yucca Valley. We'll see a pinch hitter in Cart Velasquez come off the bench and replace the reliever. That one hit to Jalapeno. It's on the ground. He sends it over to second, over to first for the double play. So a bit disastrous there for Phillies Rock. Here's the leadoff hitter, Justin Shavewell. This pitch going to be way wild. Shavewell swings at it anyway. It's off his hands. Sausage tosses it over to Pineapple. Mojo up for out number 3. And we head to the top of the 7th inning.
Pineapple continuing that strong outing. I think that's only 12 or 13 pitches and 6 outs. He's been very impressive following up a Jean in the pen.
Yeah, getting that length out of the bullpen after the injury is going to be huge for Charlotte. McDonut swings at that one, sends it over to Jack Crawford at shortstop. And Omari Owens has come out of the bullpen here. You can see he's got some good stats here so far in the playoffs. Got a lot of velo. Counts even 1-1 on Bell Pepper. Ooh, and she swings at that one high. Big strikeout there for Phillies Rock. Out number 2 in the 7th inning brings up the left fielder, Ham Slice.
Philly's reminding us that he has a good bullpen too. Botham and Owens here is a 1-2 punch, and you know, Donut just hasn't quite been able to figure him out the way he did that starter.
Yeah, perhaps the change in velocity just throwing the timing off of McDonut as we see him now in a 2-2 count. That one missing way outside though, runs it full. Payoff pitch, 100 miles an hour, he swings behind it. Big strikeout there for Phillies Rock again, out number 3. And we move to the bottom half of the 7th inning. 7th inning stretch time, even though it was about a millisecond. Here's Salvador Patel sitting on a cycle. Needs a home run.
Unless Phillies comes back in the next 2 innings, he's going to have 2 more chances to do it.
Dios mio, that one's gone. Dead center field. There's the cycle for Patel. Wow.
What can I say? Salvador Patel, 4 at-bats, 4 hits, and a cycle. I mean, that is just some impressive work at the plate. That's got to get you going if you're Phillies. And still no outs in the inning.
3 feet.
That was a bomb.
probably one of the longest home runs we've ever seen here in any primetime game, playoff or not. And now he's got himself one step closer here, a 7-5 ball game. In the 7th, that one lifted behind shortstop. Ham Slice calls everybody off, collects it for out number 1, and brings up Mercy Strong. Ooh, that one painted there by McDonut there for strike number 1. Low pitch for Mercy Strong, so perhaps McDonut staying a bit away from that portion of the zone. That one wild and low, but hit hard over to Spicy Jalapeno. He makes a good throw to first for out number 2. Here's Blunder Robinson. 375 average in this playoffs with a home run. Ooh, swings just underneath that 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Couple of these just missing here for the delivery boys. That one's hit hard. Good pitch, but good piece of hitting by Phillies Rock. It's off the glove of Monty Cheese. It looked like it was going to be a hit either way. A 2-out single.
Phillies had that great start, that home run with no outs, but now you've got 2 in the inning. Maybe try to get a little rally going, put one on before we head to the last 2 innings.
Here's Cole Villarreal. A lot of contact on this second baseman. 2 great strikes from McDonut to start the at-bat. That one's below the zone, but it's hit well. And all that contact paying off. It gets past the center fielder Pepper, and that should be a run here for the Yellowfin. Now we have a one-run ball game, folks. It's 7-6.
That is tough for Donut. I mean, just really an unnecessary run at that point, letting it get past his fielder. This is going to be tough to keep that mindset, but he's got to stay strong and try to finish if he wants to win.
That one's hit hard, but it's snatched before it can get up the middle. So nicely done by Jalapeno, playing close to the bag to make the out for out number 3. As we head to the top of the 8th, it's a 1-run game now. We will see the relief pitcher get lifted for garlic butter. Power hitting bench player for the delivery boys. Batting 2 for 3 off the bench, but strikes out there on a 100-mile-an-hour heater from Omari Owens. That velo difference has proven to be tough for McDonut to catch up to. The leadoff hitter, Spicy Jalapeno, returns to the plate. 1 out in the inning, and that one's lifted behind second base. Should be out number 2. Villarreal ranges back there and makes the play. And here's Anchovies batting a paltry .542 here in this postseason. Another shot to get on base as she is ahead in the count, 2-0. Good heater from Owens. That one's hit hard over to second base. Villarreal, though, with a dive, makes the play that time. A few of them have been off his glove, but not that one as we head to the bottom of the 8th.
And that's a tough spot for Donut. Got 2 more relievers, but he only has 1 more chance to add to that lead before the bottom of the 9th. I mean, if he holds Phillies here, that is, we're going to see how this can go.
That one's hit hard. Screwball just a bit misplaced from McDonut, but fortunate to make the out at second base with Jalapeno there. Phillies Rock takes kind of a weird swing on that curveball with Owens. He's going to hit with Owens here. Behind in the count, 0-2. He knows that velo is working for him. Let's see now as Zesty Meatballs into the game for the delivery boys. A low velo specialist. That one's hit hard by Owens into the gap in left center field, and I think that might get down. The 2-2 pitch is hit hard. Slice is going to throw it in there. Sliding is Omari Owens with a 1-out double here in the 8th.
I mean, that's a good piece of hitting. I mean, if it ain't broke, it ain't broke. And Owens on the mound is not broke. Leaves him in. Gets the clutch double. And now he's got his leadoff batter up. Runner in scoring position. Only 1 out.
Phillies Rock feeling himself at the plate there with the pitcher. Now Justin Shavewell looking dangerous. But he's behind in the count, 1-2. Tough out engages. The curveball right down the middle. Catches him looking. Huge out for McDonut. Here's Salvatore Patel, the man with the cycle, absolutely locked in. Look at those stats.
It's like Donut might keep attacking him. Puts a strike in there.
That curveball outside, and that one gets through the legs of the second baseman. Will this tie the game? The throw is made home. The runner turns back, but now runners are in scoring position with 2 outs here. Second and third, Patel still unable to be out in this game. 5 for 5. Brings up
Obviously
Jack
not
Crawford.
how Donut wants to give up a runner, but as we say, a hit is a hit is a hit. Good job from Phillies. Puts another runner in scoring position.
He's got great speed at second base. Runner also 90 feet away at third. Jack Crawford looking for a strike to hit. McDonut making some good pitches here. He evens the count 2-2. Here comes a fork ball. It's low. It's right in front of the mound. Meatball makes the throw over to first base. Sausage able to be there for it. And that's out number 3. So the Delivery Boys hold on to the 1-run lead. We head to the top of the 9th inning. Amari Owens locked in on the mound.
Here it is, do or die time. I mean, this is Donut's last chance to add to that lead before the bottom of the 9th. You've got to imagine he's going to be trying to do everything he can to get some insurance.
2-2 pitch here. Hit hard over to first base. Orville Frigate able to collect the liner for out number 1. Here comes Ian Sausage. Low pitch against Omari Owens. McDonut looking for some insurance here as he's ahead in the count 2-0. He swings at the 2-0 pitch. High curveball, nice piece of hitting. Right up the middle. 1 out single. Here's Anita Slice. Ooh, just underneath that with 93 power. It's lifted. The catcher Carno Desmal should be able to collect it there behind home plate. Big out number 2 for Yucca Valley. Here is Motzi Cheese with 2 outs. The shortstop hits it hard into the gap in left center field. Nobody's going to be able to catch that one. It'll hit the wall on the fly and perhaps be an insurance one. McDonut is challenging. Sausage will turn back though, as runners are at second and third with 2 outs now for the Delivery Boys.
Number 23. Now pitching.
We'll see a call to the pen. Jimmy Renette coming out from Yucca Valley. BB Pronin K-Man in his locker. Lots of velo. Good fastballs, changeup, and a curveball. Count is even up to 2-2. 100-mile-an-hour fastball. K-Man engages. And that one painted. 102
What a
on
dot.
the corner. What a dot. Wow. We head to the bottom.
Here we
of the
go.
ninth.
Dwayne, this is it. We have had a great game 1. I mean, all we could ask for. Phillies has a chance to tie it or win it here. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, all game the Delivery Boys have been ahead, but the Yellowfin have creeped their way back into it piece by piece. Ever since the bullpens have become involved, this game has gotten a bit more interesting. That one lifted though. Out to Anchovies and right, so there's a big out number 1 for the Delivery Boys looking to take game number 1 here in this semifinal. That one is crushed to center field. Will it have the distance? It's back to the wall. It's off the wall. Bell Pepper's unable to collect it. Will Phillies challenge for third? He will turn around and head to second base. Big 1 out double for Yucca Valley.
That was close. I mean, in a couple other parts, you got to think that may be gone. But still, he puts the runner in scoring position with Villarreal up to the plate.
And it's hit over the head of the third baseman. Will Philliesrock challenge to home plate? He will score and tie the game here. McDonut has called his final reliever out of the pen in thin crust, and on the first pitch, Phillies has tied the game. Now he's got a chance to win. Righty specialist on the mound. Orville Frigate at the plate. He hits it hard over to Ian Sausage. He catches it, but he can't make the throw to second in time for the double play.
I bet maybe he thought that was about to hit the ground and preloaded B, but would have been close at second.
Thaddeus Dunlap hits it hard to center field. Bell Pepper is back. She makes the catch for out number 3, and we're heading to extra innings, folks. Here in game 1, it's 7-7.
Oh, I bet Donut was nervous going back to try to catch that pop-up, but he makes the out. Here we go.
He's got himself a leadoff runner on him in Ham Slice, and now he has to hit with thin crust, the last reliever out of the pen after the injury to Bacon Bits. You have to wonder if the starter rule had been executed by McDonut earlier in the game, where his bullpen would be at now. But the war of attrition currently in favor of Philliesrock. 2 quick strikes to thin crust as a failed bunt and a foul ball occur, but that one's hit up the middle. It's under the glove of the pitcher, and that'll be a hit for the closing pitcher of the Charlotte Delivery Boys. 2 on with no outs.
That's a great job by Crust to put it back up to the middle. Battles with 2 strikes, the low contact, low power as a pitcher, but he gets on base.
A failed bunt by Spicy Jalapeno. Let's see if McDonut tries to do it again. He will. He'll bunt. It's perfect on the line.
That's a good one.
Foul. Ooh, just foul. So now he's got 2 strikes to work with. K-Man's engaged by Jimmy Renette. The pitch. It's hit well to the right side. Villarreal has to dive for it. He throws it to second base, and everyone's safe.
Wow. I mean, wow. That's close. That's going to be huge here.
A huge snafu by Phillies Rock there as that ball's lifted to center, and that'll be the sac fly that McDonut needs to take the lead here in the 10th. 2 runners are still on, though, with 1 out, and the meat of the order coming up for this team. Phillies Rock has to navigate his way through this. That one's hit hard. Villarreal jumps. It's over his head. Another run might score. No. The Delivery Boys will be conservative here. Leave the bases juiced for Ian Sausage. He's 2 for 4 tonight already.
Bases loaded again. This is the spot you want to be in. Clean up batter up to the plate.
Ian Sausage hits it hard to center field. That one's high. It looks like it's a bit too high to get out, so another sac fly is in order here. Utilizing 2 outs well are the Charlotte Delivery Boys here in the 10th inning, and now it's 9-7. And he just slices at the plate. Contact versus righties is engaged. A ton of speed at second. Looking to add to this lead. That one hit outside the zone though. Villarreal makes the tag on the runner. And we head to the bottom of the 10th inning here. 2-run cushion now for the Charlotte Delivery Boys in extra innings. 9-1-2 coming up for Yucca Valley. We're going to see Phillies Rock head to the bench for a pinch hitter.
One more chance for Donut. He couldn't get it done in the 9th, but he has it again here in the 10th. 2-run lead now. Thin crust on the mound.
The specialist is engaged against the righty Raylene Taylor. That one's hit hard. Spicy Jalapeno is able to be there for it. Throws it over to first for out number 1. And here's the leadoff hitter, Justin Chavois. Here comes a meaty looking fastball. It's hit hard. Annihilated to left field, but ham slice just right at him. Big liner for out number 2. And here's the man of the night, Salvador Patel with the cycle. 5 for 5. He hits it hard, and it's through the hole again. The man's 6 for 6 here in the semifinals with a cycle.
I mean, it came up to Patel to keep the game going. He gets the job done. What a night he's having.
Jack Crawford could tie it with 1 swing. Instead, he swings, and it's through the hole to right field. And 2 runners will be on with 2 outs. It brings the winning run to the plate in the form of Mercy Strong. McDonut has to be careful with his pitches here.
He needs 1 more out, but it's the toughest one to get. Just 1 more out.
That one is hit well. It's over the head of the third baseman. It's into the left field corner. Will it score 2? Will Phillies Rock challenge? The runner rounds third base. He's heading for home. The cutoff man makes the throw, and he's safe. The game is tied again.
Wow. What a piece from Phillies. I mean, that was perfectly hit. I mean, maximum time spent in the outfield. Gives his runners a chance to come home. Another tie game.
And that one's into the gap. This could be the ball game. That one is unable to be collected by Bell Pepper. And the Yucca Valley Yellowfins walk off a thriller in game 1, 10-9.
What a treat. I mean, what a treat they gave us game 1. 40 hits. 40 hits between these 2 teams. And this is just game 1. Dwayne, we are going to have one heck of a series here.
Oh my finite. Indeed we are. That was an all-timer that we just saw, I think, on prime time or in the playoffs. Really, a 10-9 slugfest, race to the finish in extra innings. Amazing work by these 2 players, amazing entertainment. We got another one here for us on the slate.
Right. I mean, if game 2 is half as entertaining as game 1, we're going to be in for a treat again. I'm so excited to see what these 2 can do.
Yes, indeed, and we'll be with you in just a few moments. After that first game thriller with game number 2 as we take a quick break. Stay with us here on the XBL official channel. Be right back. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are heading to the Motor Yard here, home of the Charlotte Delivery Boys, for game number 2. Thrilling game number 1 victory for the Yucca Valley Yellowfin gives them a 1-0 lead here in this best of 7 series. And we'll see how things go for both teams here in the second one of the night.
That's right, Dwayne. We are back now. We've swapped the sea of yellow for the sea of red. That the Delivery Boys are the home team. Now it's Philly's turn. Maybe he's going to strike first and put that pressure on like Donut did at the start of game 1.
Yes, indeed. And we'll see Pepperoni on the mound here. Getting the nod here. Looked like Bacon Bits perhaps was a mistake starter for McDonut in game number 1. And now the actual ace will have the nod in game 2. That ball was hit hard to right field to start things off for Yucca Valley, but it's collected for the out by Anchovies out there. And here's the man with the cycle, Salvador Patel. Batting .579 in this playoffs. That one's hit hard up the middle. A 1-out single for Phillies Rock to start things here in game 2. That one is crushed. Jack Crawford, I believe. That one's not coming back. Off the brick wall there in the bullpen. And a great start for Phillies. Puts himself up 2-0.
Right, he is not fazed by Pepperoni on the mound. Comes out swinging, up 2-0, only 1 out. This is a great start for Phillies. And now he's got the cleanup batter up.
Yeah, this top of the order very stacked for Phillies Rock. Lots of great hitters. Not the start you want out of your ace and Pepperoni if you're McDonut. We'll see how he can navigate this. We saw both teams score a ton in the first inning last game, so 2 runs. Really nothing to be too worried about early on. As the count evens up on strong, 2-2. This pitch inside, it's lifted behind first base. Ian Sausage should be able to get there and make the play. Makes it right in front of the stands for out number 2. Ooh, and that one just misses there, so the count will be even. Now to Blunder Robinson, who's batting .474 in this playoffs, the right fielder for the Yellowfin. Behind in the count now 1-2, and a great curveball from Pepperoni clips the bottom of the zone, and we will head to the bottom of the first. A 2-run lead for Yucca Valley. McDonut with his first chance to hit against Roger Scott.
That's a great comeback pitch on that curveball to get the strikeout. Maybe it gives him a little momentum here, or at least on the mound in the second.
We see the count even up now by Roger Scott here on Anchovies, who's batting .520. Brought that up a couple times. It's very impressive with her no home runs and 3 RBIs. Just a big table setter for this Delivery Boys team, but that one swung on late and a big strikeout for Phillies Rock. Here's the 3-hole.
Right, and I mean, she did get the strikeout there, but having that high average and getting on base with your 2-hitter is really important at the top of the lineup.
That one collected in center field, though, lifted by McDonut for out number 3, as he will remain behind 2-0, heading into the top of the second. Here is Cole Villarreal, switch hitting second baseman for Yucca Valley. That one's hit over to Anita Slice on the ground lightly, throws it over to first, and Saltich collects it, and there's out number 1. Good pitch there from McDonut. A little bit wild, but it clips the zone for a strike. And that 2-seamer hit over to second base. Got exactly what he wanted out of that pitch. A nice grounder for out number 2. Here is Carno Dismal having a bit of a quiet playoffs. The 8-hole hitter looking to get off the schneid for Phillies Rock. It's a 1-1 count.
Right, and here's a good spot to do it with a pitcher spot coming up. Try to get that 9 spot out of the leadoff for the next inning. This could be big.
Yeah, and that one's hit up the middle. There's Carno Dismal coming through early in game 2 with a little bit of action there, getting himself on base, and just like you said, pushing things along for the Yucca Valley lineup. Now we won't have Scott leading off the next inning. Why would it matter if you can hit the ball into the gap like that? Bell Pepper cannot make the catch. It lands into the gap. It'll be extra bases and a run scored here for Yucca Valley. Good offense from Phillies shown so far.
I think that's the second double of the last 2 at-bats for Phillies pitchers. That is great production to have out of the 9 spot.
Yeah, absolutely. He seems not to be phased at all with whatever type of reticle he needs to hit with there. Just crushing the ball. And he has got a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. The lineup is turned over for Shavewell. That one's hit through the giant hole on the left side between first and second. He's going to challenge for home with the pitcher, and he'll turn around there. Oh, and the tag made just in time by Slice.
And I think that's could be a key mistake for Phillies there. He had the pressure going, had runners on. That was an unnecessary out.
Ooh, and that ball, I thought maybe it was going to go out, and then I thought maybe it was going to go foul, and it ends up hitting about as high on the wall as he can, and Ian Sausage sneaks in there with a first pitch of the second inning, no out, triple. The speed on that man. That one's hit into the gap on the next pitch of the inning, and that'll be a run across. And the ball's through the legs of Patel in center field. So back-to-back extra base hits for McDonut. Looking good now as it's a 3-1 score.
Donut had trouble with that a couple times in game 1 of letting balls get by his fielders, and it happens to Phillies there. Donut will take that any day of the week.
Yes, indeed. Anytime you can get an extra base in a big game that counts like this, you're going to take it. That one's lifted over second base. That'll be another hit here for McDonut. That'll bring that run across. So it's all of a sudden a 3-2 ball game, and things got a lot closer after the great start from Phillies Rock. Here's a bunt from McDonut. He'll sacrifice the runner over to second base. Keep moving things along, and Ham Slice, the 8-hole hitter, has a shot to bring him across. That one's hit to the right side. That dive by Villarreal. What a play. He throws it over to second just in time for the double play. Well done by Phillies Rock to have the awareness to get that all done there. It ends the inning. We go to the top of the third.
That's so key for Phillies. I mean, Donut, he got those 2 runs. He had a little bit of momentum there. Only 1 out and a runner in scoring position, but he loses it on that double play. That could be key as we head into these middle innings.
Yes, indeed. Those 2 out killers, those double plays, are the death of some of these power hitters, I would say. And you want to avoid them in big games like this. A quick out there for out number 1. Has us see Jack Crawford, who already has a home run tonight, hit one off the lip of the infield grass, but Spicy Jalapeno, not phased, makes the play, sends it over to first base for out number 2. Here is Mercy Strong, the third baseman and cleanup hitter. She's going to see one right down the pipe, and she can't catch up with it 100 miles an hour. Curveball from McDonut is looked at. Now behind in the count is Phillies Rock. We'll fight one off there. Here's another curveball. It's hit hard over to Jalapeno at second. Throws it over to first. Makes the play for out number 3. And we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's going to be Pepperoni leading off.
Scoreless inning from Donut. Limits the Yellowfins. And here he goes, putting the pitcher on base to lead off the inning.
Yes, indeed. Helping that Mojo Scale 4's pitcher. It's going to bunt her over to second as well with Jalapeno. That one just where the pitcher could get it. But a nice sacrifice. Looking to get back into this and maybe tie it here in the 3rd is McDonut. Here's Anchovies, the 2-hole hitter. Has a propensity for getting on base in this playoff. She hits it to the left side of the infield, though. The pitcher's hung up in a rundown. Anchovies will reach first, but now... Oh! She's going to reach Pepperoni. She made it to 3rd on the diddle. Oh, my God. What a play. She didn't lose any speed.
Right, I mean, that's how Donut got some of those runs in game 1. I mean, he just manufactured them with singles and balls bouncing off gloves and did what he had to do. A bunt and a diddle like that, that's a great way to keep this inning going.
Yeah, McDonut showing he's got everything in his locker on his journey to scoring runs in this semifinal. That one, though, a great pitch. Nothing you can do with it from Phillies Rock. Gets him out looking for out number 2, and now he's got to deal with Ian Sausage. Try and end this inning. That one below the zone, swung at by Sausage. It's grounded. Frigate standing there, but then he'll make the tag. I thought for a moment there was some deathly lag that would result in an error, but we head to the top of the 4th.
Right, a little cheeky maybe from Frigate there, but nevertheless he does get the 3rd out and limits that damage and keeps himself with that 1-run lead heading to the top of the 4th.
Here's Blunder Robinson. He hits it over to 3rd base, almost over the head of Anita Slice, but she makes a great jumping catch for the 1st out of the inning. Brings up Cole Villarreal, who hits it to the right side. Nice opposite field single from the switch hitter on the forkball. And here is Orville Frigate, the 1st baseman. That one is crushed to center field. Bell Pepper's going to have to get back there quick, but she cannot. It's off the wall on the fly. This could be another run for the Yellowfins. Villarreal is going to round 3rd and head to home, and he will score sliding. It is 4-2. The catcher, Carno.
Still only 1 out. Has that runner in scoring position. Good start to the 4th. Phillies, I think he can push it here.
Yeah.
Out number 2, but still a runner on 3rd. I think he can push it here, especially with this pitcher who is one of his big power hitters, apparently.
Yeah, you see him take a healthy hack there with Roger Scott to start the at-bat. Now behind in the count is Phillies 0-2. Here comes a curveball. He swings at it and misses. Big out number 3 for the delivery boys. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. The deficit is now 4-2. Anita Slice, the 3rd baseman, has her shot here against Roger Scott. She lifts that curveball to center. Weak contact, and Patel makes that catch for out number 1. Matzi Cheese had extra base hit late, I believe, on the delivery boys' journey to staying ahead in that game where they just so closely lost in extra innings in game number 1. Looking to get on base again here in game 2 for his team and set the table. Ahead in the count 3-1. He swings at it. Jack Crawford makes the play, though. Good throw to first. It's out number 2. And the center fielder, Bell Pepper, will bat.
Tough break there on a 3-1. Probably not one you want to swing at, and it ends up as an out. Scott now at 38 pitches, almost through 4. That's a pretty good count.
There's Villarreal getting some hops there at second base himself. Makes a catch to end the inning. It's the top of the 5th now. Phillies Rock still ahead 4-2. Looking to add to it as the top of his order now will step in.
And it's not quite as high scoring of a start as game 1, but honestly, the offense has been here. These two are still getting hits. They're back and forth, keeping it close. And while they haven't been able to have as many long balls as game 1, they are still showing why they were some of the top hitters in AAA this season.
Yes, indeed. And like you said, for that 3rd key to this series, stranding runners on base is going to be big. These guys are getting a lot of hits, but when you can leave them on, it's key. That one, a good steal from Phillies Rock, but it could have been a strike him out, throw him out. as he's late on the fastball. So out number 1, runners in scoring position for Jack Crawford. And he will see a fastball. He hits it hard to left field. Ham Slice is going to have to range back there. Ooh, and he makes the catch over his shoulder. What a play there by McDonut on the run. And the runner will stay at second base. There's 2 outs in the inning.
That's a great catch from him out in left. Saves a run and gives Pepperoni a chance to get out of here.
Pepperoni the ace with 57 pitches here on the night. That ball's hit hard to center field. Bell Pepper is able to make the catch. And a scoreless inning here for the delivery boys. We head to the bottom half of the 5th. Here is Ham Slice, the left fielder, who just made that nice catch on the run against Roger Scott. He hits it to right field. Ooh, and a diving play unable to be made there by Phillies Rock. It's going to be extra bases for Slice, and he will head to third. Let's see if he gets in there standing up. Takes a bit of a slide, and there he is. The leadoff triple.
Runner on third, no outs. We'll see if Dunnett tries to use that situation to his advantage and keep that situational hitting, put one in the outfield. Even, you know, a mid-range pop-up or a good bunt could score the run here.
Now it is the pitcher Pepperoni with an RBI opportunity. Looking to maybe just get one on the ground or through the hole. The infield is playing back. She will hit it to second base, and that should be a run here for the delivery boys. Oh no, he hung himself up there. Perhaps thinking Phillies Rock a bit more aware on that play than he really was, or just Phillies okay with conceding the run. But either way, it's rectified on the next pitch. That one's hit right up the middle, and the game is now at 4-3.
Right, obviously tough not to score on that ground ball, but you know what? He puts the next one in play up the middle. Works out anyway.
And there goes Jalapeno. He's going to get the second on no throw and put himself in scoring position. So things going better now for McDonut. That one's hit by Chovies into left field. Now runners are at first and third. There's the singles again from McDonut in this series.
That was a great jump with a speedy runner, and you know, because of that, he's now at third instead of second, still only 1 out. Sack could score him here.
Ooh, and the bad jump there from Chovies sees him out at second base. But the runner's still at third, 90 feet away with 2 outs. McDonut needs a hit now with ground beef. Inside pitch trait. That one outside and swung a bit behind it, 100 miles an hour. Oof, and the velocity again. Just a big strikeout there for Phillies Rock. We head to the top of the 6th inning. It's a 1-run ball game.
Dunnett struggled in game 1 with running into a couple outs on the base paths, and he does it again there. Could come back to bite him. I mean, especially when you have a runner on third, 1 out. Tough send.
Yeah, these two have proven, even though they exist in the realm of slugfest, their games are close enough to be decided by 1 run. So each and every out on the base paths is going to sting a little bit. 2 quick outs, though, from Phillies Rock. Could see Pepperoni with a clean inning here in the 6th. Or we'll forget the first baseman will have his shot with 2 outs. That curveball swung underneath by Phillies Rock. It was not in a great spot, but it's high, and Bell Pepper is able to get under it for out number 3. We move along to the bottom half of the 6th inning, and Ian Sausage step in.
This game is moving along a little bit faster than game 1. Although Phillies is already in his bullpen and gets the out there with Botham. I wonder what bullpen management will look like and if these two can really get to the others.
Yeah, you would have to think there was a couple bullpen snafus in the first game that had either player thinking about regretting a decision or two, but this one might be played a little bit more safe as we see that 2-out hit by McDonut extend the inning by Matzi Cheese. And there's Bell Pepper swinging at one right up the middle, but Patel's able to catch that on his shoe tops for out number 3. Hard line drive. We'll move on to the top of the 7th inning. And Dismal is locked in, now batting above the Mendoza line. Sees one outside for strike 1. Ooh, but a repeat curveball almost in the same spot catches the zone and evens things up. That forkball's hit easily over to short. Matzi Cheese makes the throw to first, and the first out is recorded here in the 7th. Rowan Botham will get a chance to hit. He's batting 1,000 in the playoffs. The pitcher's hit here for Yucca Valley, you would have to say. Right, Fine Height?
That's right. That is right. He has been making the most out of that 9 spot.
Swings at one there. He grounds it over to shortstop for out number 2, though. And Justin Shaval will turn things over. Phillies has looked good with the top portion of his order. Looks at the curveball behind him to count 1 and 2. 2-2 pitches hit hard deep to left field. Will it have the distance? I thought maybe too high. And Ham Slice is able to get there just about a foot in front of the wall. As we move along, 7th inning stretch, folks. It's the bottom half.
I think that ball may have caught the jet stream coming in from left field. It looked like that was smashed off the bat, but it kind of died down there and ended up in the glove of the left fielder for out number 3.
Couple quick strikes from Rowan Botham here. The reliever gets Ham Slice swinging on the inside off speed pitch. Nice sequence there from Phillies Rock. And we'll see the pitcher spot come up here for McDonut. Pepperoni, a great game keeping the delivery boys in it. We'll see her lifted for stuffed crust.
That's all you can ask for from Pepperoni. I mean, she kept you in the game, limits this high power offense to only 4 runs over 7 innings. That's a good outing from the delivery boy's ace.
Now we will have fresh arms out of the pen to work with. We'll see how he chooses to use them in the 8th and 9th. Still got a chance to hit with Spicy Jalapeno with 2 outs. That ERA and WHIP for Botham dipping below 1 now in the playoffs. That one's hit over to second. Villarreal, no jump, makes the play, out number 3. And here comes the bullpen of the delivery boys. It's going to be Zesty Meatball, the low velo, left-handed pitcher that we saw towards the end of last game. I had to think that maybe McDonut would go with some velocity, but he chooses the opposite here. Goes with the junk, and he gets a easy out number 1 on the curveball.
Right. Personally, I'm a little surprised he went to Meatball. Meatball, I think, gave up a couple runs game 1, and Parmesan and had a good outing straight out of the pen in game 1, but he does go to Meatball, and maybe it'll pay off here.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe he knows with the length in last game, if he ties it up, he wants somebody a bit more spicy in his locker. That forkball absolutely painted from McDonut. Huge out number 2 here in the 8th. And that'll bring out Mercy Strong. She swings at the first pitch. It's lifted to right. Anchovies will wave everybody off, gather it up, and that'll end the inning. It's the bottom half of the 8th, folks, and Anchovies is at the plate.
Only 2 more chances for McDonut here in the 8th and 9th. He is behind, but as we saw in game 1, 1-run leads are not safe between these 2 teams.
Yeah, Phillies Rock able to tie the game twice late in the innings in game 1, and then he throws a great pitch there to strike out McDonut, looking for the first out in the bottom of the 8th. Here is a tense ground beef digging in. He hits that one hard, though, right at Orwell Frigate. Unfortunate outcome. A lot of exit velo on that baseball. Here is Ian Sausage with 2 outs, looking to tie this game. Perhaps could do it in 1 swing of the bat. So
he's got the power to do it. He's got the low pitch trait. 1 mistake, and this could be a whole new ball game.
The mid-at-bat switch of pitchers. We see Omari Owens now step in, throw a fastball for strike 1. Ian Sausage switches sides of the plate. Now the count is even, 2-2, 2 outs, 1-run game. That one misses high. The payoff pitch here. Behind the 101-mile-an-hour fastball as Ian Sausage swinging. Feel the breeze on that one, and we head to the top of the 9th. It's a 4-3 game for the Yellowfin.
That was a classic challenge from Owens. My power against your power. He had a great game 1. Challenged him with that fastball in, and it paid off. Got the swinging strike.
Here is Blunder Robinson. 2-2 count for him. Sees that one miss low, and now he's got a full count. Zesty Meatball's pitch is hit hard in the center field. Bell Pepper collects it Sends it into second base, but not before the runner reaches first. It will be a 1 out or no out single. Philliesrock
Lead off runner on. That's important. Any insurance you can get is going to be huge when you have a batter like Donut who could tie the game on one swing in the bottom of the ninth.
Villarreal with the high contact lifts that one over the first baseman. That one looked like it was out of the zone. That's the second time I think in this series he's been able to make something happen there with a tough pitch to hit. And he'll get the second base on a bit of a diddle there. 2 runners in scoring position, and now it's looking like Philliesrock might add some insurance. Here is Orville Frigate. He's got a lot of power, the 7-hole hitter for this team. Oh, and it's through Monty Cheese at short. That's going to be 2 runs. Really unfortunate there for the delivery boys. But a nice piece of hitting there by Philliesrock to get around on that quickly and hit it hard. He adds to that lead. It's now 6-3.
And, you know, I mean, an inch lower, and this could be a different story. Maybe even double up the runner there, but it gets through, and Phillies is in business still with no outs in the ninth.
Now he's got himself first and third as well. So things looking dangerous. He's looking to add and make this just one step harder again here for the delivery boys.
Number 26.
We will see Parmesan get her shot out of the pen, maybe perhaps a bit too late. 2 quick foul balls. See her ahead in the count 0-2. She gets the swing and strikeout for out number 1, so a sigh of relief can be breathed by the Delivery Boys fans, at least for a moment now, as the lineup turns over to Justin Shavewell.
That strikeout is huge. I mean, a ground ball double play now ends the inning and gets him to that bottom. I guess here's a pop-up, but can he make the play?
Oh, and
Quiet.
diving is McDonut there, and he cannot make the play. That's going to be another run. Philliesrock was a bit confused on the bases, so it's not as bad as it could have been there for the Delivery Boys. But now we see runners at second and third with just 1 out. Salvador Patel, the man with a cycle last game, looking to add to those insane playoff stats that he's got so far. That one sneaks its way through the hole. That'll be another couple of RBIs. Or it looks like just 1 as the runner will turn back. Second, third again for Philliesrock.
Patel showed off that power game 1, and there you go. That contact just puts it right through the first base, second base hole. That's a good piece of hitting.
And that one's over the glove of the diving Anita Slice. Another pair of runs are going to score for Yucca Valley. Philliesrock is finding his groove here in the 9th inning, and now it is 10-3. This is getting ugly.
Now batting, the third
It's a word we've used before on the stream of unraveling, and I think that may be what's happening for Donut here. He's got to find a way to just get out of this inning. That's 6 already in the top of the 9th, and still 2 outs to go.
McDonut needs to find a way to stop the bleeding here and get himself a chance to hit in the bottom of the 9th. Mercy Strong takes that pitch high. It's a 2-2 count. Parmesan looking to get out of this. He hits it hard, but it's over to second base on the ground. There's thankfully out number 2 for Charlotte. But he needs another. It's Blunder Robinson, who will be at the plate. Ahead in the count, he takes a screwball low that catches the zone. It's 2-1. Another screwball. Hit just foul. Now the count's even at 2-2. That one's hit hard up the middle. That'll be another run for Philliesrock. He adds to that lead. It's 11-3.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 26.
Cole Villarreal takes a screwball on the outside portion of the plate. Ooh, and that one is hit back at the pitcher off Parmesan's glove. And McDonut just can't seem to find a way out of this inning.
That's a tough break. And here he goes. Phillies hits it again. That's deep.
Oh, and
he's gonna get down.
Dive for that. Yeah, just tough play to make. That one in the air for a long time, and now we have seen the lead open up to 10 runs here for Yucca Valley. Anyway,
and I mean,
out here.
he's put 9 runs across, but Donut is maybe a combined 10 feet from being out of this inning. There's going to be another run for him. He had that liner that Cheese couldn't grab, that grounder from Patel, the 2 fly balls, which may have been catchable. I mean, he's really close, but Phillies is just continuing to punish those mistake pitches.
Here is Omari Owens looking to get another hit for this pitching staff, but he cannot do it there. He hit it hard enough, but a 10 spot put up in the 9th inning from the Yucca Valley Yellowfins, and we will see McDonut with 3 more outs to work with here to try and claw his way back and make an 11-run comeback.
I mean, the good news for Donut here is that he can score 9 runs. The bad news is he only has 1 inning to do it. 11 runs. 11 runs now. It's going to be tough to do here.
Anita Slice sees the count at 2-2. Now she sees it run full. Owens' pitch is hit hard. It's over to third base. Mercy Strong makes the throw over to first, and there's out number 1. Here comes Matzi Cheese. Having a good series himself. He swings at that one and sends it right up the middle. Signs of life here from the Charlotte Delivery Boys. A 1-out single. And it's Bell Pepper at the plate. Two quick strikes. Behind in the count is Pepper. Omari Owens looking for the out. Misses inside there. 1-2 pitch is fouled away. Runners at first. Ball misses outside. Owens resets, and that one swung behind it again. Did McDonut. That high velo has proven to be tough. Big strikeout on the way to winning this one for Phillies Rock. It's out number 2 in the 9th inning.
Just one more for Donut to do something here. I mean, you know, maybe he can put another run or two across, try to get some momentum to go into game 3, but nope, not going to do it.
Yeah, that one caught by Villarreal, out number 3, and Phillies Rock jumps ahead here in this best-of-7 series, 2-0. Absolutely dominant showing in game number 2 here in the 9th inning as well. Just not a lot to be said on the end of the Delivery Boys. It looked good for a long time, but it fell apart in the end.
That's right, and I mean, Donut had a pretty good start coming back from that early deficit, but just couldn't keep up that pace.
Yes, indeed. As we're going to move along to pregame here, if you could just, let's get a camera set up. We're back in the booth here, and yeah, we just saw a very impressive set of games, I think, overall from our players tonight. That one was 4-3 all the way up until the top of the 9th inning, and we saw a thriller in game 1 that ended 10-9, but the Phillies Rock showed why he was the long ball winner, the number 1 overall seed in the AAA, I think, this season with that rally. What do you say about that, Finite?
That's right, and Dwayne, you know, I do have a couple things to say. Phillies obviously showed what he can do, but I think there is some good that Donut can take out of here. I mean, he did put up 19 hits in game 1. He came out swinging first inning, put up a 5 spot, but and that's good. He's going to have to score to win this series, and he showed he can do that. But the bad news is that he's going to have to keep up that pace, and it's going to be tough. He went scoreless in innings 5 through 9 in game 1 after that hot start, which is a tough way to go. In game 2, he got it back to 4-3, and then obviously couldn't score again. And, you know, he's going to have to overcome that. He's going to have to keep up that pace because you know Phillies can score. If he gets those run across, he's going to have to keep on pushing it. Can't run into outs, which was a problem for him. Can't have those unnecessary outs, and he's going to have to really push it and get back from a 2-0 deficit.
Yeah, 2-0 deficit is always tough. I definitely agree with a lot of that. We saw both players look really, really good at the plate, but running into outs was definitely a problem for the Delivery Boys tonight. We'll see how he cleans that up going forward in this series. Phillies Rock really, really showing the ability to leave those runners stranded like we talked about early, and McDonut kind of helping him out there. So that's going to be big looking forward. Possibly the biggest key to this series is the ability for these two to score at any moment is so huge. But you saw, like you said, a big scoreless stretch there from McDonut. Phillies Rock's bullpen's really tough, and we'll see how things go again. On Wednesday night, I think we have games 3 and 4 for this set Wednesday night, but more AAA action will be coming at you tomorrow night, the other semifinal, number 2 and number 3 between the Mississippi Moons and Rainy 84, and the LaGrange Astronauts and Wishbone Rules. So that'll be really, really exciting to see that series kicking off tomorrow night, and then the continuation of this one following it right up.
That's right. I mean, we've had 2 good semifinals in the XBL. And I'm telling you, here in the AAA, we're going to be in for just as much of a treat. We've
Mhm.
already seen some high-powered offenses between Phillies and Donut. When Rainey and Wish take them out and head to the plate, we can see pitchers duels, but they're both capable of scoring. And either way, that is going to be a 10 series as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Great entertaining baseball here in the XBL all postseason long on the channel, and we're getting into the business end of it, so we're very, very happy to bring you all the action. Everybody, thank you for joining us tonight. We're going to get ready to head off here and bring the games back to you tomorrow. And looks like we might have had an internet freeze. Chat is looking like it's catching up, though. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, thank you all for joining us here tonight. Great games from our participants again. We saw Phillies Rock jump out to a very, very big 2-0 lead. Thank you for joining me, Finite, in the booth. It was great to have you. Thank you to Urban for the voiceover. Thank you to Mickey for that timeless trailer, and everybody else who's chimed in and helped out along the way. Finite, do you have anything to part us with tonight?
Dwayne, I just want to say thank you for having me in the booth. It is another great day to be part of the XBL, another great day to watch some SMB baseball. And you know what? I had a lot of fun tonight, but I'm looking forward just as much to the next few games in this series, in the XBL World Series, and in the other AAA semifinals. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, and we hope to see you again. Thank you again, Finite, and thank you everybody for being here. We'll catch you tomorrow. Have a great and safe evening, everyone.